turn this. Okay. So hi, I will tell you something about Diaspora project, which is quite extraordinary if we look at its history. So why I'm here? I'm Marcin Karpezo, and I'm mostly here because I'm the editor in chief of Polish Information Center about Diaspora project. Long story short, Diaspora is created by 4 students of mathematics at New York University. Daniel Grippi, maybe from the left side. Ilya Żytomierski, he died a few days ago. Daniel Grippi, Maxwell Salzberg, and Rafael Soafer. It's a story from $200,000 to 200,000 users, which happened 2 weeks ago. They started by defining the goals of the project, its idea, which is decentralized, distributed social network, which will show how the social network should be done. It's the opposite idea to Facebook, and basically one pod, which is the gate for every user to use Diaspora, is a Facebook. Because when you use a pod, you use fully functional Facebook, which can also connect to other pods. So it's a network of standalone Facebooks. They started by defining the goal at Kickstarter, which is a crowdsourcing service, $200,000. They managed to get the money in 2 weeks, which was one of the records of Kickstarter. To this date, it's also third or second best result in getting the money. And they started working. On September 2010, they presented the source code of the project, which we cannot say it was the best code we ever seen, but it was working, and other developers started looking at it, modify it, and on 23rd of December we saw consumer alpha. It is a stage where we still made many changes to the core of the code. There are still added new features, functionalities, and it's to this date it was mostly rewritten and rethinked, I can say. Next thing that happened to the Diaspora project, which was developing really slow, on June 2011 we saw Google+. Here you can see on the left side Diaspora, on the right Google+. We cannot tell which one service took the layout from another, but I can believe that the big four from Diaspora could copy the layout of Google Plus in only 2 or 3 days. Because the new layout of Diaspora and the Google Plus were presented in the same week. Google Plus was the service which presented to us circles, which are basically a copy of aspects from Diaspora. As we can see on this layout, this really works mostly the same way like Diaspora, but it's a centralized network which gives us better control of our privacy, but we still give our private data to the one company, to Google. Because when you're using one pod of Diaspora, you are giving your data to your trusted administrator of the server you choose. You by choosing this server, this pod, you're basically showing him that you trust him with your data. And the last thing that happened 2 weeks ago, joindiaspora.com, the first pod which runs lastly developed version of Diaspora, gained 200,000 users, which is quite a big achievement for such a network. Because to this date, Diaspora is running a few hundreds of pods, which are having like the biggest pod, Diaspora, which has over 50,000 users, are quite big. So if we summarize all the users of Diaspora, I think we're getting close to the 1 million of users. This is on these two cases. I will show you the power of Diaspora community. First thing that happened a few weeks ago, on 18th of October, when Diaspora started looking for money. They thought that they're looking for donations. PayPal blocked their account 2 days after this, when they gained almost over $45,000. And where's community in all of this? When Diaspora's account was blocked, first thing that happened was the announcement on Twitter, on the Diaspora's Twitter account, which was retweeted, multiplied many thousand times, and it helped because it turned the attention of PayPal to Diaspora project, and they started talking and resolving the problem, which turned out that PayPal unblocked Diaspora account 3 days after this. So Diaspora was also able to get donations through PayPal, which was the main way to support Diaspora project. Second thing is Trend Micro. On their side, they're gathering the data about sites which contain malware, spam, or phishing, and the Diaspora site was defined as site containing malware, which was resulting that when you open Diaspora project, you were informed that this site contains malware, and the users of Trend Micro products mostly got out of there. So 2 days after this, after quite a big campaign to vote for Diaspora site, to change the safe site, which is a social network. Trend Micro enabled changes the status of this site, and again Diaspora is a clean site. It doesn't contain a malware. Who's using Diaspora? One of the loudest group of users of Diaspora is the Occupy. The Occupy movement started using Diaspora after we heard about manipulating trending topics by Twitter or Facebook or Google+, which weren't showing any information about the Occupy movement from Wall Street or from London. On this graphic you can see the work of Banksy on Occupy London. First steps in Diaspora. When you register yourself on Diaspora, there are 3 things you should always do on your first days with Diaspora. Primary, follow everyone you meet. When you do this, it's always easier to block someone and unfollow him, but you may miss the very interesting content, because many of the Diaspora users are really interesting people who, when you are on Diaspora, there's very probable that you have the same interests, so you can exchange quite interesting knowledge. When you register on Diaspora, you are asked to describe yourself in 5 tags, 5 topics. So you are out of the box following 5 topics, which should be interesting to you. But it's a good idea to follow another. Make a list of 10, 20 topics which are interesting to you, and follow them. To do this, you use the search box. By the search box you can find topics and people. People not only from your pod, like Diaspora or Diaspora or Diaspora, but you can find also anyone in the network, which is very useful, and I think it's like finding someone from Google Plus on Facebook or in the other way. You can do this on Diaspora, you can do this on Facebook or Google Plus. Another very useful thing is Markdown. Use Markdown to format for text formatting. It's quite simple syntax, which can be used to get a really nice looking text. One important thing is that when you write in Diaspora, you are not limited in the you are not limited with the length of your message. So it can be very long, it can be a very interesting post, it can be your blog, because when you are writing public posts, anyone from the network or outside the network can see it. So use this, you can find it, Google it or DuckDuckGo it if you want. It's really useful, and I recommend it, using it not only on Diaspora but also writing your own text. It's really helping with writing. Okay. Diaspora is also useful for brands. Brands like Mozilla Foundation, Apache Foundation, Linux Foundation, GNU, or magazines about IT or open source projects. If you're running one of those, it's really a place for you. If you are looking for some good developers, it's also a place for you. You should make your account and do first steps like every user, for everyone, for tags, and then. Important thing is when you have quite popular website, tell others about Diaspora on this website. Make a box with the link to your Diaspora profile. And very important is to post interesting content. On Diaspora, there are almost no people which aren't interested in what is happening on Diaspora. So if you want to get their attention, you have to post interesting content. As every open source project, Diaspora is looking for contributors, and there are many ways to help this project make its way to the beta status and the stable product. first way is to modify the source. You can find it on GitHub, which is very widely used for social coding and open source projects. It was also used by the Linux kernel group while the kernel arch.org infrastructure was down. So go there, fork the code, make your own changes, and propose to add your commits to the main repository. Many interesting ideas were implemented this way. There are for now almost 6,000 viewers of this project and almost 2,000 forks, which contain very interesting ideas, which are implemented slowly, but they are working to implement it. We also, as Polish Diaspora community, want to do a few things. We like to see a Diaspora-based comment system or widgets and badges like Facebook's or Google Plus or Twitter, which can be very useful to share the information about Diaspora. So to do this, we have to work on the API for Diaspora project, and to do this, we are gathering a group of programmers, mostly based in Warsaw, but if you are from the other parts of Poland, we welcome you, and we really would like to work with you. Donate. I've said a few things about donations. There are 4 ways to donate with Diaspora project in small sums or bigger, one time or monthly. You can do this via PayPal, which is enabled now, Stripe, which was the emergency way to donate Diaspora project instead of PayPal, Flat or Bitcoin. Another way to help Diaspora project is to leave the feedback. First, Diaspora is a user of Good Satisfaction project. You can, in a simple way, report the bug or request a new feature by using Good Satisfaction and contact the developers. Another way is to use IRC, which is quite old way of communication, but it's really working for the Diaspora project. So go to Diaspora channel at Freenode. Another way is to use tags on Diaspora. You can write your own question, ask for help or your feedback, or ask for a new feature by tagging your post with these hashtags. Oh, and there is also another way. A few weeks ago, Diaspora started using Meetup website, which is allowing Diaspora users to gather in local communities and make local meetings. So also, if you decide to, or if you find Diaspora interesting and want to meet and talk about it, or exchange knowledge about the service, you can do this at those meetings. Share a lot about Diaspora. This is, I think, even more important than writing new code or requesting new features. Tell your friends about Diaspora. Give them the links to diasporafoundation.org, what is diaspora.com, or my website diaspora.pl. We are working to make this website really user-friendly, to tell in few words on infographics about the Diaspora project. Are there any questions to this presentation? No. Then if you get any questions after this presentation, or just want to know more about Diaspora, you can find me in Diaspora by writing in the search box magic at joindiaspora.com, or in other services like Twitter or Identica as Cinemagic, or write me an email to cinemagic@diaspora.pl. Thank you very much.